Hi, good evening, and welcome to the Arena here on WoezorTV. My name is Ekow Amoasi Appiah, and it's always a pleasure to have you along here when it comes to the Arena. Tonight, we've gathered on this same roundtable again to review the performance of Team Ghana. I remember on Sunday, the 2026 Commonwealth Games came to an end. And for Team Ghana, they won just 2 medals out of 9 disciplines. Tonight, we'll review the performance of Team Ghana and then find out what went wrong for Team Ghana and where they can get better going forward. Also on the program tonight, the Black Queens on Thursday at the Mole Rashid Stadium in Casablanca, they will wrap up their final group game in the ongoing 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Remember, they opened their campaign with a 2-0 winner over Cape Verde, but surprisingly, were held to, or they suffered, a 1-0 loss against Cameroon in their second group game. And on Thursday, they will come up against Mali, and a win will send them through, but a defeat means that the Black Queens will not be able to progress to the next round of the WAFCON, which is currently ongoing in Morocco. Also, still with national team duties, the Black Starlets who will be hosting the U20 Africa Cup of Nations next year here in Ghana. They played in the Waffle Zone B game, and unfortunately, Anna Maxwell Cornelia, the team failed to progress to the next round, even though they have already secured a ticket to play in the tournament next year here in Ghana. But we'll also ask what went wrong for the team and what can be done going forward, because the team will be welcoming other African countries here to Ghana early next year as part of the country's 70th independence anniversary celebration. So all this and more coming up here on the Arena. My guys are already in the studio, and remember, the Arena proudly brought to you by MyBet.Africa, always holding us down to bring you the Arena. Remember, the show is interactive, and so you can join us with your thoughts, your comments as well here on the Arena on WoezorTV. My name is Ekow Amoasi Appiah. Let's do a quick turn. When we'll come back, we'll have a special guest who will join us to discuss Team Ghana and their performance and what went wrong for Team Ghana. Please stay with us. We'll be back shortly, and we can get cracking here on the Arena.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
Isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
Find someone you trust and tell them.
you are never alone when you share.
seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save our mother and the family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time in the future.
welcome back to the arena here on WoezorTV. My name is Samuel Appiah. My guys are seated. Let me quickly introduce them, and then I'll introduce my special guest joining us to do the talking as well. On my right hand side is the gentleman, Michael Gogo, joining us every day on your screen. Mike, good evening. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening to our viewers. Of course, we are in a really disappointing mood, but I mean, there are a few things to talk about, so that's why we are here. So
great.
We'll do that.
So Michael in the shorts there, and the other gentleman is also seated. Wandalamo is in the studio as well. Wandel, good evening. Welcome. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing okay. I mean, as Michael mentioned, it's been quite disappointing. Back to back bad news all across, and but I mean, it's part of the process.
Yeah,
you fall down, you learn, you wake up, you look at what's next, and then you move on. So we just take it in stride and hope for better.
Right. So these are the guys that have always been joining me on the program on the arena here on WoezorTV. But tonight we have a special guest, and he's the president of Ghana Arm Wrestling Federation, and also served as the communications director for Team Ghana in the 2026 just ended or recently concluded 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, and that is Mr. Charles Osei-Sibe. He's also known as the Barrister, one-time radio journalist, but now doing other things. Barrister, good evening. Welcome. How are you?
My pleasure. I'm doing great. We have come back home. We need to account or report to Ghanaians. So soon as you invited me, I had no option. I need to come and speak to Ghana on Weezor. So me a Weezor.
Right. Thank you. Barrister, let's begin this way. We know that Team Ghana presented 40 athletes competing in 9 different disciplines. Sure. We won only 2 medals. We're hoping that to win more. But let me ask you this question, or let me begin by asking you this way. We'll come back to this, okay? But before that, we will run you through the medal table, and this is how the African medal table stands. This is how it came to a conclusion. Nigeria with 10 gold, 7 silver, bronze 7, and then they had a total of 24 medals in all. South Africa came second with 7 gold, 11 silver, 10 bronze, a total of 28. But then it's because Nigeria had more goals, and that's why they are up there. Third is Kenya with 3 gold, 4 silver, 5 bronze, a total of 12 medals. And then Cameroon came 4th with just a gold, 1 silver, 3 bronze medals, and then in total they had 5. Uganda came 5th with 0 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze, a total of 3. And Ghana 0 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze, a total of just 2. And then Rwanda 0 gold, 0 silver, 1 bronze, a total of just a medal. And so that's how the African medal table came to a conclusion in the just ended Commonwealth Games. So, Barrister, how would you summarize, or how would you sum up Team Ghana's performance?
So I find it interesting how we deliberately have decided to put up a table. This is not the first time I'm seeing this table.
No, but why do you have issue with that? Do you have issue with that?
I don't. I'm speaking to it.
No, but you said we deliberately.
I didn't say you.
But once you are here, if you say we, it means that
because I've seen it somewhere.
Yes.
So it's
so we also projecting. It means you also have an issue with it.
It's all about Africa.
Okay.
But this was a Commonwealth Games attended by over 85 countries.
Okay. Right.
Remember, the Commonwealth nations were just 74.
Right.
Okay. This year we had Togo participate, we had Gabon participate, Cameroon and all. So the numbers grew.
Right.
Now immediately after the games, people wanting to, assess Ghana's performance, there's a table to see how we fare as far as African participation is concerned.
Yeah.
I felt that it should have been overall the long list of,
Would you have wanted the overall table or the African table?
All I'm trying to say, I mean, before I speak to your question or the issues, even if you check the table you just put up there, it clearly tells you our performance on the continent. It is not because Team Ghana went into the Commonwealth Games and they didn't do well.
You think we did well?
I will come to that. Okay. The last African Games, what was Ghana's position on the table? The last African Games Ghana hosted.
Was at the UG Stadium? At
the UG Stadium. This is how it came up.
Yeah.
You only don't find Algeria in there.
Yeah.
But this is how it came up. Arm wrestling saved Ghana, and Ghana plays, I think, 5th or 6th.
Right.
So if we have gone to African Commonwealth Games and we put up Africa's performance, and Ghana is still at 6th, I don't think it is something different from what we had done 2 years ago. I feel that this is our strength in Africa. This is what we do. If indeed we want to do better than what we do, there are a lot of things we need to do right. But coming to your question, I feel we did well. I was there. I saw the team prepare. I saw the team perform. And I feel Team Ghana did well. The only concern is that Ghana expected more than this, okay? And that's why Ghanaians seem disappointed. But they are disappointed because Ghana is supposed to be a sports nation. Ghana is expected to do better than what we all saw. That's why Ghanaians are disappointed. But winning 2 medals, this wasn't what we wanted to do as leaders or management of Team Ghana. But I don't think that Ghana must be super disappointed and that journalists must downplay the efforts of these athletes. I feel the performance of these athletes very, very inspiring. We went with a team, a mixed team, both old and new. And if you look at the performances of the new guys, there's hope. So generally, my initial comment, Team Ghana did well. But for Ghanaians who are disappointed, they have every right to be disappointed because they expected so much from us. We went into battle, and this is what we're able to bring home. If Ghanaians feel disappointed, we are sorry. But looking at the team, the preparation we went through, and what we saw, management feels that Team Ghana did well.
So you think if you say I feel, is that not a concern, barrister? Because if you go to a competition, okay, barrister, but I'm saying that if you go to a competition and you're competing in 9 disciplines, and then you only come out with just 2 medals, because in the last edition before this we won 5. So it's more of like we've moved from 5.
Can we go back to the table?
So it looks like we moved from 5 medals.
Producer, let's go.
Oh, it will come. Don't worry. The guys will bring it. So it looks like we have moved from 5 medals to 2. And if you say you feel you are,
we have been to the games before without winning a medal.
Fair, granted, and I accept that. So I'm saying that if we move from 5 to 2, and you say that if you feel, in the case of you saying that you feel, that's the reality is that we had to.
So it shouldn't be a matter of Africa, Kenya, I'm coming. Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Cameroon, Uganda. All of them presented nothing less than 100 athletes. These are facts. All of them presented nothing less than 100 athletes. Nigeria did close to 200. And you do the permutation. Nigeria did close to 200.
But they had 24. But they had 24 medals.
I'm saying that they did close to 200.
Yeah, the numbers I'm saying that they had 24.
South Africa did more numbers. Kenya did more numbers. Cameroon did more numbers. Uganda did more numbers. If you look at all the numbers, putting them together, bro, let us not demoralize the guys. We could have done better, we admit. We wanted better results, we admit. But winning 2 medals, based on the competition we experienced.
Right.
And you see, I say this, you referencing me saying that emphasis on I feel.
Yeah. Because the reality is the reality that we
It's
have
not
to.
about so the reality is that I was there, nobody was there.
Okay, fair.
The reality.
Yeah.
I trained with the team, nobody trained with the team.
Okay.
The team competed when I was there, nobody was there.
Yeah.
So people don't even know the conditions under which they perform.
Okay, right.
People don't even know the kind of competition they met. That's why I look at the boys when they were competing, I looked into their faces, the passion with which they were competing, and I think they should be encouraged. They shouldn't be demoralized. Looking at the ages, looking at their performances, tomorrow is bright and not bleak.
Okay. There are concerns about even we'll do specifics, but I mean, there are even concerns with the ages of the athletes that were presented in some of the disciplines.
Okay, so pick on 10 athletes and I'll give you their ages.
No, okay, so with specific, let's do about boxing, right? And there were concerns about some of the, I mean, the boxers and their ages.
So the captain,
yeah,
only the captain who was close to 30 years, or who is close, because if you put the numbers together, he's done, this is his fourth Commonwealth,
right?
Yeah.
So if you put the numbers together, he will be close to 30 years. There are people who went to the Commonwealth who were more than that.
Okay.
So you can only talk about Omar and Bojo Nkegbe. Finish. The rest, a youthful side. A youthful side. So, and remember, you cannot go into an international competition virtually with just young talents, unless you have an agenda for the future.
Okay.
And that is what you would want to do. But because we also wanted to win,
right,
we did a mix of both old
and then the new. Okay.
So please pardon us. It was a technical reason.
Oh, don't worry. We'll do more specifics, Barisa. Before the Commonwealth Games, personally, I listened to across number of platforms, and you were so much convinced that we're going to win more than 2 medals. What was the target? I mean, the target. I mean, medals for the team.
I must confess, the CGA, together with the leadership, targeted a minimum of 5. I must be frank. We were looking at nothing more than 5. We wanted to do better than what we did in Birmingham in 2022.
Right.
So going into the games, we're confident boxing will do us good. We're very confident judo will come good. We believed in the para sports. We also thought that track and field, even though the last year wasn't too good, we knew that they will come good. Unfortunately, man disposes. We put in all the effort. People worked harder than us, and they got the results from us.
Do you think if we should have started our preparation much earlier, we could have done much better than what we did?
Well, that would have been better, but you see, you don't wait until a year. We need to have a plan, okay? And you must plan 4 years, 6 years back. As I sit here, if the global body makes any mistake and they put arm wrestling in the Olympics, it's bonus for Ghana.
Okay, but
I am just trying to make a point.
Yeah, I'll let you continue.
We have a long-term plan.
Right.
And as I speak with you, we have world champions.
Okay, but
and that is what I feel we must do with the individual disciplines of it.
Okay, but I will let you continue. But after the London, Commonwealth Games, the Birmingham Commonwealth Games, prior to this one, of course, it was Australia who were supposed to host this one, and then it was moved to Glasgow. Was there a plan?
So I come back to say that the plan must sit with the federations. Remember.
But was there one?
So I'm coming. The team that took Ghana to the Birmingham Games, There's nobody around.
Is it the athletes or the officials?
Elections happened.
Okay.
There was transition.
Right.
Whether things were documented right or not. A new team took over in less than a year.
Right.
They prepare for games. So that's why I want to plead with Ghanaians to give us the benefit of the doubt. This leadership took office not long. They went for the Africa Youth Games, Africa School Games, a number of games, and in all these games, Ghana did well. But I'm saying that if we had learned lessons from the 2022 Birmingham Games, and we had a certain plan, Team Ghana, in fact, the current leadership would have inherited a certain team.
Right.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen. One of the lessons I've learned that preparation of Team Ghana must sit with the various federations, because the GOC or CGA comes in a year or 6 months into the games, where they will organize training camps, equipment and all. Will 6 months be enough? Government comes in only when you have a national team. And that's why nobody should blame government. Sometimes when you are not there, you won't understand some of these things. Government comes in only when you have a national team and you want to prepare the national team for any major tournament. And I insist that there must be a plan to work with the federations to ensure that we have quality performers for international games.
Okay, I mean, in terms of the numbers, in terms of the the number of athletes that were sent, based on the performance that these athletes churned out, and you worked closely with them, do you think we selected the best athlete?
We took the best we had. I mean, what I would have done differently is that it wouldn't have been a wholesale sort of. Okay?
If you say wholesale, how?
So sometimes you think your best is enough.
Right.
But when you get to the grounds, you realize that people have better teams than you. We felt we took our best. Unfortunately, our best wasn't the best to bring us the gold.
Okay.
So I can't sit here to say we didn't take our best. I've heard people talk about the track and field guys and all that. We don't have any better athletes anyway. The boxers we took, we don't have any better boxers than them. All the disciplines we decided to take, we do not have any quality better than them. So what it means is that our best is not the best, and that we need to improve to be the best.
So how can we get better if you say that what we took there was not the best, knowing, I mean, from hindsight?
I am not saying what we took is not the best. Based on the competitions we faced, everybody admit that our best wasn't the best. We had left with our best. We got there and we realized that our best couldn't bring us the medals we anticipated.
Which is the 5.
We wanted to do better.
No, but you said the target was to win 5.
We wanted to do better than 2022.
So 2022 was 5. So we could have we wanted more than 5.
We were confident that boxing will bring us at least 2 gold medals and some bronze. We were confident. We believed in that. Beyond boxing, we also knew judo, para sports. In fact, powerlifting, shot put, the T57. There was also para 100 meters. We knew para sports will come good. We knew athletics, 1 or 2 will come up. Again with Rose, So we did the numbers, and indeed we thought we were going to get more. Unfortunately, you get there and things change.
Is it?
Who goes into a competition to say that No. Everybody goes with the hope to win. Everybody goes with the hope to bring something good. Sometimes when you get there, the opposition makes it difficult.
Okay.
That is why you must do something extra.
Right.
To get what is.
You wanted to ask something before I go on with my questions?
Yes. Barrister, you mentioned that the previous executive did not really have anything to fall back on in terms of planning and succession and all that.
He said a new administration took over. And as to whether they put something together, they really couldn't find it out.
So now that that kind of issue has happened, and you mentioned that you've picked some learnings, are we going to see the GOC and the GCA come out with some sort of report, a comprehensive report that people can fall back on and say, in the Commonwealth Games 2026 Glasgow, this is what happened. Going forward, these are the recommendations that we think should be done so that in the next one we will be well positioned to achieve this, and then listing all the things we have to do A, we have to do B, C, so that anybody who picks it up knows that this is what happened, this is the plan going forward in the next 2 to 4 years, this is what we are planning on doing, and this is where we want to see ourselves. Will there be something like that?
I want to state that I am not suggesting that the previous administration didn't do anything or they didn't leave anything for this leadership to build on. I am only saying that there is no plan.
Okay.
There should be a plan where it becomes a national sports policy, a national plan. So when I leave and you come, you go by the same plan.
Yeah.
Otherwise, from the last games, we didn't need to wait for another 4 years before we begin campaign Team Ghana for games. It is why I have said one of the learnings is that preparation of Team Ghana must sit with the federations.
Can you also
come in?
Can you also like walk us through? Okay, you finish.
Like you have asked earlier today, I said that if by the grace of God, I happen to be around the CGA or GOC, I will ensure that my learnings are captured, documented, and maybe actioned on, because I don't associate with failure. I never want to associate.
You've been with GOC for a while now, for quite some years.
Remember, I'm not a board member of the GOC.
But you've been part with them. You've been part of the administration, isn't it?
I have been a sports administrator for years.
Are you not? Don't you have any position under Apogavi? You don't hold any official position within Apogavi's administration.
I am currently the spokesperson and the communication.
So you've been there for some time now.
I remember you are not the decision making.
But you contribute to the decisions. So.
Well, once I go to board meetings, I put up.
So if you go back to what one I was asking, isn't it?
No, he asked whether the current leadership will put together a certain plan or a certain report that we all as Ghana will build on. And I said that if I continue to be there, it is a recommendation. And I have already spoken to President Apogavi.
Since you came back.
Oh, we've spoken. But even this evening, we spoke at length on a few issues. And in fact, before I came to Ghana, I had a meeting with him. I made him understand my observations and what I think we should do right, how I think we should improve on a number of things. So it will be documented. But if the next games, by the grace of God, we exist, things will be better than what happened. But generally, discipline by discipline, athlete by athlete, Team Ghana did well. Maybe you would want to pick on them.
Oh, don't worry. You don't worry. Okay.
So another thing, you mentioned that we have to led by the government have to make some of these plans into sports policies. Can you walk us through, if you were to action your plans, how you are going to make these things move from actions to plans to policies that the nation can follow?
You see, we must not just assume that sports development and promotion is the primary mandate of government.
Yeah.
Through the structure, we have been empowered to lead development and promotion of sports. That is the federations under the National Sports Authority.
Yeah.
So, if indeed we see sports as a major tool for development, depending on how the federations manages their affairs, including the development plan and all, once you have a plan, the plan must include sources of funding.
Right.
Okay? So if you come to where I serve as the chief servant, every year I have a plan, sources of funding. 30% from government, and that will come for the national teams. 20% from friends. 50% from sponsorship. So this is my funding plan. So with or without government, I am always able to permeate or go through. And every federation in this country must have a plan. So once you have a plan and the development is successful, it affects the national umbrella.
Yeah.
Okay, it affects the GOC, it affects NSA, it affects Sports and Recreation Ministry, and then Ghana goes gay when you are winning.
Yeah. Assuming you were the one calling the shots today, what would it take for all the federations to get on board? Like how you have managed to run your own federation to chalk these successes. What are you going to do to make sure that all these other federations that are lacking behind are also
I think we have a solution. The last time I came here, we were discussing the development plan by the Ghana Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
And the solution is in the development plan. Right. It encompasses what every federation must do for you to even get support from the GOC. Right. It's a clear structure. Do A, B, C, D, be athlete focused, develop talent, do this, do that, do that. I feel that we shouldn't just see that as a document.
Yeah.
We must pick it up and pick up the learnings in that book and begin to implement. And I think that document is a solid document we need to work with.
So one last one. So do you think it is, it will be far-fetched for the media or journalists to say, take these documents and start holding other federations accountable to the fact that, okay, the document says we are supposed to do this at any point in time. Give us updates on what you've done with regards to the plan in the document. Is it far-fetched, or is something you would actually welcome the media to do?
I think you need to put us on our toes.
Okay.
I think you need to put us on our toes, Mr. Amu. What is important is that it shouldn't be like we have done a document and we are not implementing the document. What we have in the document primarily speaks about athletes, women empowerment, transparency, competitions and all. And I think gradually the leadership is doing this. What is lacking is the deliberate athlete or talent identification and development. And that, I think we must have a plan to ensure that if we have 2030 in India ahead of us, the planning must begin today, so that even if this leadership is not there, whoever comes will inherit the plan, and then continue from there.
You wanted to ask something?
Yes. I hate to be the one to ask the very difficult one, but
please do.
For some time now, I think if this is not the second time of hearing, we've heard that some athletes did not join the team to come back. I'm sure Sammy would have touched on that. But I mean, my concern really is about how these athletes actually do it while under a team. I mean, if we are all in a team, we are going one direction, and everybody knows the direction where we are going. If someone is leaving that team in the direction, everyone should be in line. Everyone should know where someone is going. And then in the future, what does it mean for us? Of course, this is happening in Scotland. We are going to India next. Does it mean that some points will be deducted? Does it mean that some federations or some athletes will not be allowed in? Because I just today too, I heard that some athletes from some other Uganda also four of them did not. So I'm just wanting to listen to you on that.
I don't know what you want to know, but what I want to say is that as a CGA or GOC, we haven't made any official position on the speculation, and I still.
But NPC released a statement.
What did NPC say? Did they confirm?
No, they only released a statement denying that nothing of that.
That is why we haven't spoken.
No, but why should
we work with the MPC?
Yeah, but okay, but NPC is under GOC, isn't it?
MPC was concerned because there were speculations that their athlete,
which is Zinabu,
had gone AWOL. I just want Ghanaians to know that the way we traveled into Scotland is the same way we are traveling back. And as I speak with you, there are athletes and officials still in Scotland.
So are you confirming that by this?
Please hold.
No, I know that some officials are still there.
Please don't bully me.
There's no way we can do that.
I'm flanked by big men. If I look at your shoulders, your biceps and stuff, I can't face you. But all we're saying is that, firstly, we traveled to Australia in batches.
Right.
We moved from our various camp venues into Scotland, in fact Glasgow, in batches, because the organizers didn't build a games village. They wanted everybody to use hotels. And because it was expensive for them, you come in 2 days before your competition. Immediately after your competition, you leave.
Okay.
Immediately.
And this was done across everyone.
Right.
All. Today, if you ask me, what I would say is that maybe what we should have done was to have asked all our athletes to go back to where we camped. And then we all travel home.
But sometimes, Barrister, please hold on. Is it the where they come before traveling to Glasgow?
So they move from various parts of the world, including Ghana, to different camp bases in and around UK. Okay. So boxing, for instance, were in Belfast, Ireland. The other teams were in Derby. Okay. The athletics team joined them. The judokers, one was in France, one was in the UK. So all of them moved to join the team in Derby. Now, they were traveling into the Games Hotel 2 days before their competitions. So the entire team Ghana did not move in
At once.
At once.
Right.
What is also worrying, and why you guys must be a bit fair with us, is that Team Ghana was accommodated in about 5 hotels, 5 different hotels, situated at different places. So you have weightlifters here, you have boxing here, you have athletics there, you have swimming at a different place. So what it meant was that, for me, every morning when I wake up, I had to go to all these places. I had to go to all the games venues. So when it happens this way, you should know that management won't come easy.
Okay. The last time that you checked in the team's hotel, were those names, those athletes, were they there?
We probably have to ask him when was the last time he checked. And
So
then
maybe
the last time he checked.
maybe it could be okay. So let me just use the same line.
The last time I checked,
you checked. Were they there? Were those athletes there?
When did I come into Ghana? I think I came on Sunday.
Okay. Before you came to Ghana.
Saturday I was with everybody.
And all of them were there.
Saturday I was with every athlete.
Okay.
I left Sunday dawn. Saturday, every athlete was there.
Okay, so Barrister,
because at the time the purse holder was
giving their per diems and all that. Their per diems and all that.
In terms of how you moved from hotel to hotel, was there?
So even me.
Yes.
Even me. The journalists who were with me all the time didn't even know I was leaving. I was halfway on board. Then I quickly sent a message to a platform to say, Charlie guys, I had to leave. I was told I'm leaving at 3 a.m. So, assuming I didn't inform them, Rebecca was saying, it happens. So, guys, I beg you, for me, Sam, I want us to focus.
Are you surprised that this news is out there?
So, a number of things. I'm not surprised, but a number of things. The detriment, okay? It has a huge repercussions.
Yes.
On
It's
the
why
nation.
So, but you see, the concern is that if okay, you finish.
The repercussion, look, this time it took us hell to get accreditation for the media because of what happened in Australia.
Right.
We unnecessarily blew it up. Unnecessarily blew it up. We sit in this country and the whole ministry is encouraging Ghanaians with talent, with skills to go abroad and work and bring dollar into this country. Am I wrong? Don't we have a ministry doing that?
Yeah.
So if somebody gets the opportunity and travels, and then journalists come, and a big issue. Please, we are disgracing our country. Respectfully. When we do that, opportunity ceases. If I tell you the hell we went through to get accreditation for the media that traveled into Glasgow, you'll be surprised. And this is because of how we manage the Australia thing. I am not gratifying if something has happened. Nigeria, part of the team, were in the same hotel I was. So I beg, let us focus on sports development, sports promotion, athlete hype, athlete management, and help turn the whole sports industry into business.
Okay. So, Barrister,
I am not saying if there are questions we shouldn't ask.
No, you have already said we should keep people on your toes. So that one, we're going to do that.
But be mindful how you do this.
Okay. On Monday when the news broke, my concern is that why is it that Jews, there is no official statement from Jews? That's my concern.
Because
those athletes, all these athletes,
as we speak, nothing has happened.
No, but the news is everywhere.
So,
but don't
you why do you even speculate?
No, but I'm saying that. Okay,
so you are saying someone is missing.
Yes.
Me, that I went with that someone. I haven't spoken. I haven't told you, yes, it is true or false. And you still want to
But the news is everywhere.
Wait and hear from me.
So then do we ask you the question, is it true or
wait? I will issue a statement on that.
When?
Oh, before 16th, I will speak.
Is it when all the athletes are back?
Yes. Then you come and do audit.
Okay. So we should expect all the 40 athletes back in Ghana.
I'm saying that you come and do audit.
No, so just confirm to me. We should expect all the 40 athletes back in Ghana.
Let's focus on the performance of Team Ghana.
No,
how well they did, and how better we can become.
Barrister,
we are about going for African Games.
No, Barrister, hold on.
African Games is coming.
Barrister.
We are going to waste a whole year discussing Commonwealth instead of focusing on African Games.
But Barrister, this actually in the spirit.
You see, I told you guys are
no. Far from this. This particular question is in the spirit of squad planning and squad development.
Yeah.
In a case where maybe athletes that we feel are on a development plan go for these tournaments and they abscond, that actually puts them in a different light in terms of.
Please let us be mindful of the adjectives we use.
Okay, let's say they
cannot be found.
They cannot be found.
Right.
When they go for these tournaments. We are not saying anybody has done that now. We are just saying in that scenario. Don't we think it puts those athletes first off in a different light, because now you were promising, maybe you had been earmarked to win gold for Ghana in the next 5 years.
Wonder,
and then you put yourself in this
situation. I refuse to speak to this because I am not admitting anything. Once I speak to it, then I'm admitting.
Okay.
Please, just understand.
Right, that's fine.
Once I speak to it, then I'm admitting athletes are missing or they have absconded.
That's fine. But I mean,
as we speak, there is no formal communication
from GOC,
from the team that took the athletes there.
But Joseph,
and I would wish that you would wait for us to speak.
Okay, but Barrister, the statement by NPC, was GOC aware? Did they consulted you?
Is their right
to release that?
Is their right?
Okay, that's fine. You said even before you came here, I'll ask you the last question, then you address some few issues. Before you mentioned
I saw the release, and I feel it's their right.
It's their right. Okay, no problem. You mentioned that before you came here, you spoke to GOC president. Is he happy with our performance in Glasgow?
Yes.
He is?
Yes. He thinks the performance is very inspiring.
Okay.
Barrister.
So hold on.
Barrister.
So happiness, yes. Inspiring, yes. But as to whether we did well, you must have the indices or the measuring cup to determine that we did well or not. I sit here looking at what happened during the games.
What happened?
The competition was tough. I saw my athletes fighting to win.
But everybody too came there to fight, to win a medal.
Remember, I've said that we went with our best, only to get there to know that our best wasn't the best. Because we couldn't get the medals we wanted. I will not admit that we went with a bad team. I will not admit that we didn't do well. But I can only say to Ghanaians that, look, Ghana expected so much. We are sorry. It wasn't deliberate. We went into a competition. We wanted to win more. We couldn't get what we targeted.
Right.
it doesn't mean we didn't perform.
Okay.
If I put everything together, if it was a football tournament, our performance was a semi-final performance.
Hey, Barrister.
Okay, let's go back.
Barrister, hold on. No, Barrister, hold on. Barrister, hold on.
So take that.
No, Barrister, hold on.
Group stage.
Did you get my statement?
Barrister,
right?
please hold on.
Did you get my statement?
Please hold on. Please hold on. No, I'm saying please.
You want me to repeat what I said?
Please hold on.
Okay, I'm
please
holding.
Hold on. Please
I'm
hold
holding.
Barrister, he said the performance by Team Ghana, you equate it to what? A semi-final what? Beth?
A semi-final performance.
Yeah, Australia.
Barrister, please, on the basis of what?
Australia were in the final.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're asking me on the basis of what? So let's pick weightlifting. Every athlete, 3 athletes on the weightlifting list, everybody was a finalist. Forrester Osei placed 5th. Amu placed 6th. The other guy placed 7th. They were all finalists. Let's pick boxing. We had 1 round 16, 1 quarterfinals, and then the rest. Yeah. Let's pick athletics. Amoni Mayebua high jump was a finalist. Joe Paul was a finalist. Azamati was a finalist. In fact, 200 meters, 3 of our guys went to semi-finals. 100 meters, 2 of our guys went to semi-finals. Relay, we went to the finals and placed 4th. If you put all these things together, semi-finals, quarter-finals, this team performance, it's a semi-final performance. So that is my judgment.
But then no,
you can dispute.
But fine. But Barrister, you said you had a plan or you targeted some medals. Nobody remembers who failed to win a medal.
I don't.
No, I'm saying that regardless whether you place 4th, you place 2nd, nobody remembers that.
But
no, I'm coming. But Barrister, hold on. Barrister, please.
Uh-huh.
Please. The only name that will make the headlines, or the only athlete that are going to dominate the headlines are those who won the medals. It's not about you finishing 4th, you finishing 2nd, you finishing 3rd or 6th. It's about going there to win medals, and it is those who won the medals that are dominating the headlines.
You want to behave like the parent whose child placed 7th, and when the child came home, the parent caned the child.
Because I want my child to be the best.
Look, any parent that had behaved that way, the child comes back performing worse.
But Barrister,
any smart parent, oh Charlie, you did well. Charlie, you can do better. Next time, do it this way. But if you begin to chastise the child,
not on the basis where you've been there a number of times.
A number on roll, Samukan is saying 39. Your son places 7th. What's a wabon?
No, but Barrister, I'm saying that. I'm saying that you competed in 9 sporting disciplines.
100 meters. You had over 100 athletes running 100 meters. Not Ghana near the 7th. What's a wabon? Oh.
Barrister, it's not about we condemning them. It's about
so see. Let me also tell you a wonderful story.
Right,
Eseme, the Cameroonian who won 100 meters. Number 1, he's an engineer. Oje kashi to sheni bottom. Ejuma kronko oye training bosumiso etianeka. That is number 1. So he has time for training. Number 2, this man is 32 years. I am 28.
Right.
I am number 7. You are not even thinking that by the time I get to 32, it is possible.
Okay, so you think there's still hope for us?
I said our performance is inspiring.
Okay. Barrister,
I didn't say that.
Okay, you mentioned that.
I said that our performance is inspiring.
I see the angle you are coming
from. Because if you have a team, no country, not even Canada, had 3 guys running in the semi-finals of 200 meters. No country. Nigeria had only 2. Ghana had 2 guys running in semi-finals of 100 meters.
Okay, so based on these metrics,
not inspiring?
Okay, so based on these metrics,
semi-final performance.
Yeah, you think semi-final? No, you hold on. Now you address just 2 quick questions. Maybe my guys in the studio will have something to say. Barrister, yesterday, just 2 quick questions. Okay, maybe one, and then you address where we go from here and how can we get better. Yesterday, I want you to address this concern. Yesterday, Black Bombers coach made a remarks on one of the sister radio station that the boxers were sharing pants, boxing kits, and at a point they almost suffered disqualification and they had to stand up to play and beg.
So why did this happen?
On behalf, he said during one of the competitions.
And you believe that?
That's why I'm asking you to address that. Let me conclude. Let me conclude what he said. Barrister, please. Let me conclude. He mentioned that again he was not even involved in the team selection. The kind of athletes that were presented there, most of them were made by the GBF president, and at a point he almost got sidelined. So he felt, or he, based on everything that he said, he feels he was not much involved in all that. So if he was not much involved, why did you take him all the way to, Glasgow to supervise the team?
I wish that everybody who was a part of this team would behave like Charles Osei. As I sat through this conversation, I haven't blamed Kwame or Kofi for what happened. I feel Ghana did well. We could have done better. I've told Ghanaians that, yes, you expected so much. We couldn't give you so much, and that we will improve. I feel everybody will behave like me. When it doesn't go well, you don't blame people for nothing. The man is my coach, and I cannot speak against him. But what I can say is that everything he has said is false.
There's no iota of truth in what he said.
I cannot address or speak to my coach. I am not a boxing administrator. He's my coach because he was part of a team I managed, or a part of a team I was involved in management.
Okay.
And I cannot speak against him.
Okay.
I will not respond to the comments he made. They were just unfortunate but unfounded.
Okay. Okay.
See, you saw Team Ghana's kitting, one of the best. Ask all the journalists who were there. To the extent that everybody who saw the quality and the kits we used was so happy. How do you say that there were no gloves? How did you box?
He said they were changing. They were exchanging.
You were boxing with branded gloves, Commonwealth Games.
But he said they were exchanging among themselves. So
Commonwealth provided the boxing gloves. So what are you talking about?
Okay.
Equipment was in abundance. One of the things that happened, and normally anybody who has been with teams, when athletes do not train with equipment and you give them new equipment, they will tell you, we don't want to use it.
Okay.
We want to compete with what we have trained with.
Okay.
So everything that was procured is with them.
Okay. All right. Barrister, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
It's unfounded.
Okay.
But I can't speak against
it.
my
Okay.
coach.
Barrister, thank you very much. Where do we go from here? Finally, maybe my guys also have some final words for you. Where do we go from here, and how can we get better?
Yes, it's important we come as leadership to sit down, look at what we couldn't do better, and start planning now. I sit here and I feel that even African Games were late.
Okay.
We have less than a year and 2 months into African Games, and no preparation has started yet. This is why I feel that preparation must sit with the federations.
Okay.
Me, if you make a mistake and you tell me that tomorrow there's African Games, I'll win the medals because I'm ready.
Okay.
We must encourage federations to be competition ready, so that as and when you are called upon to represent the country, you make Ghana proud. So the first place, we must ensure that federations are compliant with everything they need to do as far as development, promotion, and competition is concerned.
Okay.
Number 2, it is very, very important to ensure, and that must be a national agenda, the GOC, the NSA and all, to ensure that we have Ghanaians sitting on various continental and global boards. 3, technical officials, and this must be done by the federations. Ensure that you have trained quality technical officials.
Okay.
These are lessons drawn from Glasgow.
Okay.
The things I saw. Because you go to boxing and the only African there is Morocco. And then I hear my officials complain, Moroccans never score for Ghana. Anytime the Moroccan will score, they score against Ghana. Why don't you have Ghanaians in there?
Yeah.
We must fight to be there.
Okay.
We must build our capacities to be there.
Okay. Barrister, thank you.
So there are a number of things we must take up as homework, fix them.
Okay.
And we will begin to go into competitions and make Ghanaians happy. But I just want to tell Ghanaians that yes, we think we did well. Ghanaians feel we didn't do well because they expected so much. We admit. However, we can do better.
Okay. Barrister, thank you. Mike, any final word from you before
No,
Barrister?
I just, whether it's an advice or any, but I think we've won 3 medals at this. 2 medals.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that he said is to position ourselves in a way where in our next competition we can do better. I think those 2 medalists, like he said, his metric of assessing how good they were was finding what we did previously, and how we've improved on it. I think these guys who have won the medals should also be put on a special training plan, so that they themselves can improve themselves and then push forward in the next competition. I will want to see them on the podium next time around with more gold medals.
Okay, Mike, thank you. Wendell.
Yes. This one I know you will not give me an answer, but I'll just pick your.
If you deserve, I will.
I'll just pick your thoughts anyway. You know the track athletes. Maybe we've been criticizing them a lot because we see that these guys are the guys that can't deliver for us, and almost all the time they kind of fall off at the end. I'm not saying they are not good; they are good, but you see their qualification, semi-finals, and the heats, they really put in a good performance. But it just happens to be when it matters most,
they disappoint.
Then they just don't get to the promised land. An example is the 4x100. In the event that happened in Ghana.
Yeah.
We realized that a certain Joe Paul took over in the second, took the baton over, gave a gap, a healthy gap that we felt, oh, we're going to win it. Then Saminu all of a sudden loses that gap and misses out on a medal. Same situation happens at the Commonwealth game. And I'm thinking, is it that the coach really doesn't see the need of chopping and changing the positions of these people?
It's a fair concern. It's a fair concern, and we all have same concerns. But sometimes when it's not broken, you don't fix. They used the same set to run the semi-finals, and they did very, very well. If you go, and we saw the error. It wasn't a massive thing that you needed to change. Now, assuming you had gone to change and we even placed 4th, Ghanaians will come at us. Now, it becomes an issue. And for a very, very long time, we haven't been able to run in the finals of Commonwealth Games 4x100 meters. We ran this to place 4th. We could have won the gold. We missed it. Okay. And this is why I say don't let us demoralize them. They did well. We have a lot of lessons. We will pick up from there and see how we'll get things done better. Remember, the year hasn't been so good for sports in Ghana. Sports generally. Apart from 1 or 2 sports, table tennis, badminton, arm wrestling, and the rest. Generally, it hasn't been good for sports. So it means that performance is dwindling.
Yeah.
And we need to come to the table and see how we can change things.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to move from that dwindling fortunes to ensure that we begin to win.
To win more.
It's a general concern.
Sure.
And all of us must come to the table to have this conversation.
And finally, so yes, in the spirit of forging a better future for Ghanaian sports and athletics, you mentioned capacity building. Are we to expect in the coming weeks a step-by-step plan as to how we are going to develop the capacities of officials, technicians, even getting some form of high-profile officials running for these positions? Are we going to see something of that sort to know that, oh, this is what we are working towards? Our athletes are supposed to get to this level. We have to get officials who are getting on these boards. Like, are we going to see some plan like that?
On the part of the Ghana Olympic Committee, we will work with government to ensure that we have pushed qualified Ghanaians. I mean, you cannot just get up and, push anybody because you want somebody to be there.
Sure.
You need to take people who can make Ghana proud.
Right.
You need to take people who can take the bull by the horn and begin to change things. It cannot just be anybody.
Right.
We need to be pragmatic. We need to ensure that we have the quality, so we'll prepare them from home.
Yeah.
So
and once there are openings, then we'll push them.
Will you be looking at form of exchange programs and all that to help build the capacity?
The opportunities are there. If it means we have to take people to school, we will. I remember I did a document some years ago for a minister, and I felt that federation leaders should be taken to school to go and learn content management, marketing, and all. The man I came with is an expert. He has a company that he runs training, Legacy 101, for sports managers. So you are taught marketing, you are trained in content, how to create content and manage content, and all, so that you will know that sports is business. I must create content, compelling content. I must create value out of that content. And this is what all of us must understand, so that everybody around sports will begin to benefit. Okay. Once we understand sports in that direction,
we'll be good to go. Right. Barrister, thank you. But when are we expecting the reports?
It says 16.
What report?
No, his general report from the general report at least.
Or the CGA would meet when they are back home, and if they will present their report, not to us, but they will present to Congress. They will present to Congress, and after that, they will send a copy of that report to the sports minister. If
is it going to be made public?
Well, if the sports minister so wish to make it public,
right.
I mean, he will. I mean, it won't be a private document, but it's a report for the GOC board and for the ministry, because government invested in the games.
I think if you probably make it public and have some engagement around it, it's also helps with the consensus building too.
So, Barrister, thank you very much for making time to talk to us.
I am happy I came.
We were expecting all the 40 athletes.
It was a good Woezor.
Sure.
This is how you Woezor me.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you. On the 16th,
I'll always be here.
We'll be expecting all the 40 athletes back in the country, because you are saying that nobody has gone anywhere. I'm only emphasizing what you just said.
I mean, the kind of statement you are making, as if it's a presidential statement, it's an order. presidential order that everybody must report to the big house.
No. I'm only saying that.
It's a revolution time.
We want to give them a rousing
Imagine all the athletes.
We'll organize a party for you to come.
Barrister, why? Imagine all the athletes that won the
they are in town already.
No, I'm saying that.
A number of them are in. I told you they are coming in batches.
So
you cannot go to the airport and organize
we'll meet them at the
party. All the 40. All the 40.
You cannot do
we'll meet all the 40
at the party.
We'll be expecting your invite for the party.
Please throw a party here. We will come.
All the 40.
Throw a party here. I will lead
all the 40.
I'll lead all of them.
All the 40.
I'll lead them here.
Right, so there you have it. The spokesperson or the director of communication for Team Ghana, Mr. Charles Osei-Sigbe, he also doubles as the president of Ghana Wrestling. Barrister, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for talking to us this evening. Let's do a quick time. When we come back, we'll do more football here on the program. You're watching the Arena here on WoezorTV. Please stick and stay with us.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save a mother and a family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time in the future.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
not just your own.
Come back to the arena here on WoezorTV. My name is Ekow Amoasi Appiah, and I'm still in the studio with Michael Gogo and then Wanelamo. Just gone by, we spent some time, or majority of our time, talking about our latest and the performance of Team Ghana at the just ended 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, where Team Ghana won just 2 medals. But also believes that it was an inspiring performance. It was a very good performance by the team. Anyway, you also watching us have your own thoughts, so we'd love to hear them. Send us, your thoughts or your comments of what you make of Team Ghana's performance. Anyway, let's move on from athletics and now let's talk some football, because let's focus on the Black Queens, because after opening their campaign with a 2-0 win against Cape Verde, the Black Queens, they suffered their first defeat of the campaign against Cameroon by losing a goal to 0 on Sunday, and on Thursday they came up against Mali, their final group game, and it looks like the Black Queens find themselves in a very, very difficult situation, because it is only a win that can guarantee them a spot or a place in the quarter-finals, because Cameroon have already qualified, and on Sunday, on Sunday, Mali, they also found a way to beat Cape Verde, and so 3 points, same goal difference, everything. So Black Queens just need a win to go through to the next round of the WAFCON. So the question is, what should a team do, Mike? That's where they find themselves. I mean, the team find itself. Last Sunday was just a perfect opportunity, just win, go through, but they lost, and now they have to punch above their weight on Thursday to ensure that they get a place in the quarterfinals, because in the last 4 you get there and you qualify for the World Cup. Is it feasible? Is it doable on Thursday?
Well, I think it is, and like we said last week over here about the Black Queens and how this team has stayed together for such a long time, and they face a lot of certainties. Remember, in the last WAFCON, there was a similar situation. I think they lost their first game or drew their first game, and they had to punch above their weight in the second game, and so they will need to do that again. I think watching the game against Mali, there were a few decisions, especially from Kim Last and the players even on the field.
You mean Cameroon? Against Cameroon?
Against Cameroon. Yeah. Sorry, the players on the field were not really up for it. So I don't know how they are going to do it. But like I said, or like we said last week, this team, we have a lot of confidence in them. They if any team will pull this off, I think our confidence is in this team to do it. But then again, it's a competition. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Like we've all accepted here, it's quietly becoming a very bad year for Ghanaian sports. I hope they lighten our star a bit. But yes, they should do it. They have the capacity to do it with a few changes in the midfield and in the defense. They should do it. But it's like we said, it's do or die, and they have to do it.
Well, no. What went wrong on Sunday? Because a comfortable opener, and then against Cameroon, they were just nowhere good. They were just nowhere, close to their best.
As we mentioned before, the Black Queens even kicked the ball in this tournament. Cameroon, we all know, is one of the most physical sides when it comes to women's football. Yeah. And we knew going into this game it was going to be a game of physicality. And whenever you play a physical side, it just goes to tell that your midfield has to be ready to battle it out.
I think our midfield wasn't ready on the day.
But our midfield wasn't ready at all. We lost on the physicality aspect. Another thing that seems to have gone wrong in this tournament is our goal scoring, because we're firing on all cylinders before this.
Even against Cape Verde, we could have ended that game with 5 goals.
Exactly,
but for some reason
we are not we are not creating quality chances to even say the attacking prowess is still there. For some reason, we have become very blunt. We end up possessing the ball a lot, passing it around left, right, center with no sharpness anywhere. When you look at the goal we scored, it was a one-off situation where the defender had to go long, and the striker had to beat her opponent and then chip that ball or lob that ball
against
over
Cape Verde, right?
against Cape Verde over the keeper. But when you sit down to watch the game, we really didn't create any.
The second goal was an own goal.
We didn't really create any chance to see that this team is actually or has a history of scoring a lot of goals or scores goals for fun. And we need to fix that, because if we are playing the way we are playing, then we should be ready to offset it with goals. The other thing too is left back Benedict Simon. I think she has been a deer caught in headlights, because her introduction into the team, the first game, you could see the weakness over there. She was failing to release the ball early, and that put her under pressure a lot. And going into the Cameroon game too, a similar thing happened. And as a player, you are being told the basics. When you don't have a good day, just stick to the basics. You get the ball released and then take some pressure off yourself to be able to get yourself warmed up into the game. But she kept on holding on to the ball. Times where she was supposed to release the ball early, she wasn't doing it, and the pressure got to her, and then we considered that penalty. And from then on, we had to chase the game, and the subs that came on, aside the goal situation from Evelyn Badu, were not really inspiring. Didn't really change anything. And going into the last game, which is a do or die affair, because at the end of the day, if we end up second, we face a Malawi team that is very dangerous. The Chawinga sisters or siblings are not joking. Because I looked at the Nigeria team play Zambia, and they really tamed them. For 90 minutes, you could see the Zambia team, this same Zambia team, struggling to actually make sense of the football. And if this Malawi team was able to humble that Nigeria team, cause an upset, they didn't really expect it, then it means we've made things very hard for ourselves, because that's who we are facing in the quarterfinals, and you have to beat that Malawi team. This game against Mali is a dress rehearsal of what is to come, and if we're able to pass this test with flying colors, then it gives the girls morale, boosts their confidence going into that Malawi game, because Malawi is going to, they are not the type of team that really, they are like Atletico Madrid. They are a very serious transition team, and those Chawinga sisters I've mentioned are very fast in transition situations. They have the pace to get behind defenders. They also have the skill to control balls that are even very difficult to control or even find the net. So there's a lot of things that are going to happen, and the game against Mali is our first crucial test. And if there's anybody that can do it, I mean, it's typical Ghana. Our calculators have to be up as always. So it's worth mentioning that in our group we have 3 hugely physical teams in our group, and I watched both games and I realized that these teams have noted that we are not extremely physical, and so they put a lot of pressure on us, especially on our wide. That's owing to Benedict Simon's penalty, and then in our midfield, because we do not, apart from maybe Asantua Grace, who can match up that physicality. That midfield, no one can really match up the physicality. And I think
on Sunday, what caught my attention? We were resorting to long balls, so it's not working. We're still doing the long
balls because. That's what I'm saying. Then that's why I know that it's a coach team, because against Cabo Verde, we resorted to long balls and it worked. We just couldn't take our chances.
Classical example had to do with
the goal. Yes, we just couldn't take our chances. A lot of time the long balls went through. Hugely because we cannot play through the midfield because they are so physical. Cape Verde was so physical with us. Cameroon was Mali will be extra physical.
Exactly what I was going to, because if we were not able to cope with that physicality of the Cameroonians, because now you come up against another West African opponent who are also physical, and now you were not able to deal with the physicality of the Cameroonians. Now Mali also know that if they're able to go past Ghana, they go to the last 8. Right, and the last 4 guarantee them a place in the World Cup.
I think what we need to do, or what Kim Last needs to do, is that hand over the keys to that midfield to Chantel, and in as much as possible, make sure that she has space almost all the time. Has nobody on her almost all the time. Draw fouls, take on. Make sure that her take-on just has to be one person, and then the runs has to also go together with it, because there is no way that we can match physicality. So there is no way to try to do take-ons in the midfield. We have to do it simple, easy, one touch to their wings, confuse them with certain movements. But if we say we are going to match that midfield boot for boot,
it's going to be a problem. But are you expecting any changes? I mean, in terms of the starting 11, we spoke about the own goal. You should look at when Samson came on. Then they started with the second goal, which was an own goal, a long ball, and then she did a cutback and then just restored it to. If that is the case, then it looks like we need players perhaps with a bit of height and players with more energy that can run. So any changes that, I mean, are we to expect that?
So just as you mentioned, spot on. I chanced on the Cape Verde Mali game, and all game you could see Mali were struggling when it came to set pieces, and that's what Cape Verde was capitalizing on. At a point in time when Cape Verde was 1-0 down, they came up with the equalizer through a set piece. And if the technical team have been watching Mali, they will know that is one thing that they have to.
We are also not good with our set pieces either.
Because on Sunday, especially in the second half, we had a lot of them. In one of the set pieces, one of the corners, I think they took it from their left. And it just went out.
I mean, maybe they need to train on the set pieces, but our set pieces are also really
and also, if our midfield keeps on being bullied, I expect that we should have a plan B to stretch teams and play out wide, because Benedict Simon, we've mentioned, is quite not good defensively, but offensively she offers you something. So you would want to use her to the best of her ability to get her to also do a lot of overlapping runs to stretch that Mali team.
That means we have to play 3 centre backs and a 3-back system and allow the wing backs to move.
That will mean Mali will have to run more. And there will be no physicality in the midfield, because now all your plays would be out wide. That allows Chantel to have the freedom that we are talking about. And
let's wait and see what the technical team will come up with on Thursday. But I mean, if I'm to put you on the spot, I mean, a prediction going into that Thursday game.
Oh, I think Ghana wins. Even though it's going to be a hard-fought battle, I think Ghana should win that.
Remember the last time the Black Coins played in the World Cup was way back in 2007, and since then have not been there again. Mike?
We should win the game. I think it's going to be a hard-fought 1-0. If Kim is going to actually play those 3 heavy centre backs and then give the license to Simone and the other lady, Comfort, on the other side. On the other side, we can see some moving forward, and that will leave Chantel to do her thing in the middle. So hard fought 1-0 for me.
Okay, so the guys believe that the Black Queens are going to win that particular tie by a goal to 0. But we're on the verge of wrapping up the program. I'll just give the guys 1 minute each to discuss that Black Satellite performance, because next year Ghana will be hosting the U20 AFCON, and as the Black Satellite, they were in Ivory Coast, Yamoussoukro, to play the Wafu Zone B Championship as a dress rehearsal to the tournament next year. But unfortunately, the team, under the guidance of Maxwell Konedu, failed to win a single game after 3 games. They played against Nigeria, a 4-2 loss against Nigeria, a 1-1 draw against Burkina Faso, and then a goalless draw against Togo. And the Black Starlights finished in group third in Group D with just 2 points. And Maxwell Konedu says he will not present the same team to the AFCON. It means that he's going to bring a lot of new faces into this setup. But if you had a chance to watch the team play, there are a lot of issues to be addressed Wonder, a team that will be hosting the U20 AFCON goes into its zonal championship and couldn't win a single game. Conceded, I think, 6 goals or so. No, 5, right?
5 goals, yeah.
5 goals, and was only able to score just 2.
As same way, I can't break, honestly, because we've been talking about what the plan is to rope in talent from Milo Championship to this, but it looks like nobody is ready to listen, because for a coach who has gone into this as a test, I think maybe he just went there to go and test or sharpen his skills and not the team skills, because you finish and you come and tell us that you are not presenting this same team. Yeah. Then what was the reason for the preparatory?
It tells you one thing, that the team that he took was not selected by him. It's as simple as that.
Then you see, at this point we have nothing to say anymore. Like the football, they should do whatever they want to do.
No, but you see,
is it not the same group that they were doing selection last minute at some place?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I told the airport thing.
Yes.
Okay. Then please, let's close the show.
Airport, at the airport, what will be that until there make somebody else go play?
Let's just close.
So
there's nothing to talk about.
I don't know, nothing will change. So that is what it is.
Yeah.
And you see, the dangerous thing is, this is the supposed to be the pipeline that feeds our national teams. Yeah. We are not getting that. That is why now we have to do diaspora.
You know my fear in all this. Maxwell says that we will not present the same team to the WAFCON. So it tells you that we are going to disband this team and bring new people.
Set of,
and don't be surprised after the tournament we will not see any of those players.
We'll disband it again and bring another set, and that's dangerous, because what sort of planning are you doing towards? We revere Morocco a lot. You see their World Cup squad. I knew your whatever he is.
100 million city.
He came straight from under 17, under 20.
France.
And most of their players have gone through their youth setup.
Yeah.
Most of them went to the Olympics.
Under 20 World Cup that they won.
Yeah, most of them were even at the Olympics.
Yes.
And put up a solid performance. They actually beat Brazil, and everybody was shocked. Hey, we're from this Morocco team, and that's where they are. These same players were graduated into the Morocco team.
Yeah, sure.
And they're the ones carrying the team.
Yeah.
Then you add a bit of the diasporans to bring in the technique and all that. Then you have a full team, but it looks like, nothing will change. I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah, we discussed it during the World Cup.
Honestly.
The team under, Mohamed Wabi had 4 of the U20 team. To the U20 squad that won the World Cup.
Yes.
4.
So at this point, they should give us the list. We are ready for the tournament. Whatever happens, we take it in stride.
No, but you see, the point is, you can't host it as part of your 70th independence anniversary celebration. I mean, I'm just imagining Ghana hosting the tournament and exiting the group phase.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a slap at the face.
We have time.
The focus.
We have to gather the boys.
The focus is not on the football. We are here to celebrate our independence. The football is an added benefit. Whatever happens, that's
but you know the state will spend on it.
We are still celebrating.
No, I'm saying that you will spend on hosting the tournament.
But you know, in our households, the owner of the ball is always not the best. So don't.
You know, get Sele, they carry your ball.
You know, get Sele, you carry your ball. So if you don't get Sele, this one, if you don't get Sele, you just focus on the other independence activities that are happening, and then would you win Kakra?
But the independence celebration, it has always been a day. I don't know how this one is going to be like
70th. Well, maybe we'll do parade. If the football is not looking nice for you, go and watch parade.
Or go and watch.
The children will come and match. Maybe I'm sure corporate Ghana will organize some games and tournaments, and we could get some players in there. So the thing there, we have 1 year to prepare.
Yeah.
So anything can happen. We should not.
I'm on set laughing, but on the most serious, I'm really concerned. This is not good for Ghana, to be honest.
No, we should not be sad. The administrators, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
Because now there's no pipeline feeding the Black Stars. When was the last time?
When was the last time you also had a pipeline? I'm just asking you.
No, but I'm saying
the last time I can remember pipeline player is Mohamed Kudus.
Yes, but I'm saying that we keep selling players out of this country, right? And none of them are even playing in any of your national teams. So how are you going to feed the Black Stars?
Don't worry.
They'll go and bring them. Those guys when they are mature, they'll bring them.
I saw this guy from Manchester City. Makedu.
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 Very ripe.
Makedu.
If we can bring him, the diaspora model will work. See,
he has been to St. George's twice. You want to go and take him from St. George's?
What do you have to show him?
What
are you going to show him?
You never know. You never know. Anything.
You see, I'm like on a more serious note. You see, sometimes those running our game. You see, we are having fun and all that, but it's serious. It's serious. So it tells you that if Ghana should be competing in the qualification zone, we wouldn't have qualified.
No, but look at it this way. What if people were clamoring for a transparent team, and this time, the team list came out with their clubs.
It was later.
But
than they are fine, but I'm saying that no, but put it in the right perspective.
No, wait,
yes, but I'm saying it was later.
I'm trying to build a point.
Yes.
When that list came out, we all saw that, what we were expecting, we didn't see.
So
we said, a step in the right direction. Now they are showing you that those players people think are good enough from the other team. They are not good enough because this is what they put up. So then you have to leave them to do what they want to do.
Have you seen
that is what they are paid for. They know the job better than us.
Have you seen the U23 squad that was having?
I was just reading through it on set.
Anyway, we just hope for the best. As Ghana build up to host the U20 AFCON, God willing, next year as part of the country's 70th independence anniversary celebration here in Ghana. So we just hope, like Michael is saying, we just hope that the new players that we are going to see, they will live up to expectation, because it will be chaos if we host the tournament and Ghana suffer a group phase. It will be chaos.
You can go and watch Morocco, Senegal.
Hey, you are hosting the tournament, you are running after Morocco.
A lot of superstars will come from Europe. You can go and watch. That's the good thing to Ghanaians.
Right.
I mean, if Blasters, if the satellite doesn't go well, the stadium will still be open. Go and watch Morocco. Go and enjoy 70th. You are 70.
Right.
No
thank
time
you
for sadness.
Thank you. Massive shout out to my Bet on Africa for always holding us down to bring you the arena on your screen every Tuesday. Remember, there will be a rebroadcast of the program on Thursday at 10 a.m. There will be a rebroadcast of the program at 10 a.m. So make time to watch our replay. So thank you very much for making time to watch our program tonight. Massive shout out to all the technical guys who helped us. And then thank you, Wando. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure to be here.
People doing the football there, they need to come for consultation. Come and pay consultation. The last I heard somebody saying that the guy said he has done football at Liverpool University. Charlie, selection cried them, man. I hear them cry them, man.
Hey, no, but you can't write up people's credentials like that. That one day, let's not do that. Hey, do you know what
it takes? You can't go to Liverpool and come and do football this way. What are you telling me?
No, don't do that.
What do you actually do? What do you mean I shouldn't do that?
Running a football association is not an easy job.
Then stop. If you know it's not an easy job, why don't you focus elsewhere?
If he wasn't good enough, why do you think he's all the way at CAF?
If he's
maybe you don't see value, but
do you know the process that he went through to get that note?
Really, it's okay. Please,
that one is I can tell you off.
Let's not go there. He's at CAF. That means CAF sees value in him, and other countries have come to look at our model and have deployed our model.
Which country?
Oh, our football DNA.
Charlie, your man.
You've not heard.
Anyway, it's okay. I don't know about that. Thank you very much for making. Which country gave you? Which country?
Oh, our football DNA is
which country?
Is in Uganda and the likes.
Like, is it came to lay down?
Our football DNA is in other countries.
Which country?
I have to find next week. I'll bring you the list. Next week. Our football DNA is out there. If you don't know,
don't listen to him. Our football DNA is not anywhere. It is only in this country. We don't even know. They employed Bernard Le Pen to come and do that. We don't even know what it is.
The GFA officials will know what I'm talking about. The football DNA is in other countries.
Anyway, thank you very much. But before I go, let me do just quick shout outs. Before I go, Selassie, please permit me to do this and then we can call it a show. Happy belated birthday to Mrs. Eunice Afi Atefo. Mrs. Eunice Afi Atefo. Sunday was your birthday. That's my pastor's wife.
Yeah.
So, God bless you, Auntie Mama Eunice. God bless you so much for everything that you've been doing for me. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the family. And so, enjoy the whole of this month is for you. So enjoy. Hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow at church. So, thank you very much once again for being part of our program. We'll be back on your screen again on Monday with a full-time show, and then on Tuesday we'll be back here to bring you another edition of the Arena. My name has been Samuel Appiah. Take care, and then we'll see you soon.